Alright, what's cracking with y'all? It's your boy Prince, the Hustle God, and we reaching in our combat tool bag one more again. It is a cold black affair. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, LDBC only, LDBC everywhere. Alright, so we got a overdue matchup between Luis King Kong Ortiz and Andy Ruiz, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I feel like in their prime, this would have been one of the greatest heavyweight matchups outside of the actual greatest heavyweights fighting. Like literally like the top three or top four best heavyweights fighting. Outside of that, this would be literally the best heavyweight fight, especially in their prime. Luis King Kong Ortiz in his prime was, outside of Deontay Wilder, the most ducked heavyweight of all of the heavyweights. That said, Andy Ruiz, on the other hand, was one of the most underrated heavyweights due to his size, due to his promotion. At the time, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, at the time he may have been with Top Rank, and yeah, he was kind of flying under the radar. And when PBC picked him up, if I'm not mistaken, it may have not have been Top Rank, but when PBC picked him up, things turned around for him. But technically, I thought this would have been one of the most, like, I would say, like, yeah, literally one of the most technical boxing matches in the heavyweight division. But seeing as all that said, seeing as this fight is easily, let's say, 5 years past, maybe even 7 years past its ripeness, past its readiness. You have King Kong Ortiz, who's like, you know how it is with the Cubans. They lie about their age because they're getting a late start, defecting from Cuba anyway. So as far as we know, Luis King Kong Ortiz is 50 years old. You know what I mean? And as of today, like, not talking about when he fought Wilder. And when he fought Wilder, even, that would have been a great version of King Kong Ortiz to see fight Andy Ruiz. But since then, they both have had losses. Luis King Kong Ortiz lost twice to Deontay Wilder, and then had a very shaky last performance. He got knocked down with a jab by Charles Martin, and at times almost looked like he could have been up out of there. His legs look completely gone, as well as his punch resistance. And then you have Andy Ruiz, who left Manny Robles, went to Canelo Alvarez's gym with Eddie Reynoso, not Chepo Reynoso, but Eddie Reynoso. Has had a body transformation, and then had a very suspect last performance against Chris Arreola. Got knocked down by Chris Arreola, and Chris Arreola, he's done as well, but he's always been a very shocking, surprising fighter that was overlooked. And to be honest, at the same time, the same could be said for Charles Martin. So both of them showing their flaws, both showing that they have boxing IQs, both of their athleticism and their ability is kind of questionable at this point. So though they're not at their best, this still makes for an exciting matchup. Definitely not 50-50, to be honest. I gotta. It's a cool black affair, so I'm rooting for King Kong Ortiz, but something tells me that Andy Ruiz, he got this. If this was a couple years back, King Kong would beat the dog shit out of Andy Ruiz, but right now, Andy Ruiz is he has the advantage. I don't know how settled in he is with his new coach because he left. He's since left Canelo's gym, and we don't really know who he's with right now. But we'll see how he fares in this matchup. So if all goes well, I hope King Kong Ortiz can make this his last fight and go out on top, and go out with a win, and a win with a name on his resume like Andy Ruiz. But yeah, y'all, we got Andy Ruiz versus King Kong Ortiz. Over half a decade too late, but we still getting it. So I got a kind of cool, a little bit of a conversation me and my brother were having like a couple years back. A lot of these, it's sad to say, but a lot of these matchups were fantasy matchups. I mean, they weren't even in the near future of happening in 2022, and I'd even say some of 2021. We've been getting treat after treat as boxing followers and boxing fans. Yeah, so till next time, guys, shout out to the mighty LDBC. It is a cool black affair. Like, comment, share, subscribe, join the community. Again, we try and do some big things over here. Deuces.